Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to This Explainer. If you're currently a ride-hail driver, whether you're driving for Uber, Lyft, or maybe you operate a black cab or a mini cab, you've probably been feeling the anxiety of impending automation. I mean, you've seen the headlines, you've definitely felt the squeeze on your rates, and you're probably wondering, just how long can this job actually last? But what if I told you there's a highly profitable pivot right in front of you? Today, we're looking at a truly beautiful way forward, transitioning your current driving skills into a lucrative, incredibly secure career in emergency medical transport. Your roadmap to a better career starts right here, right now. Now, I really want you to think about this number. 35 to 60%. The hard truth we're facing is that industry experts predict that between 2027 and 2030, 35 to 60% of urban ride-hailing is going to shift entirely to autonomous vehicles. Waymo's already out there doing hundreds of thousands of driverless trips, and robotaxis are expanding incredibly fast. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, it means that long before your job completely disappears, your earnings are going to take a massive hit. Even just a 10 to 15% shift means the newest drivers lose work first, and these companies are going to be paying robots, not you. The threat is absolutely real, and it's happening right now. But let's look at your escape route. On one side, we have the cold reality of traditional ride-hailing. Right now, you're making maybe 12 to 25 pounds, or roughly $15 to $35 an hour. And honestly, that rate is declining in a race to the bottom against robotic competition. On the flip side, we have emergency medical transport. Here, you're looking at 35 to 60 pounds or $40 to $80 plus per trip. It's a massive healthcare gap that robots simply cannot fill. It offers premium pay for something machines don't have: your vital human empathy. So here is your 36-month roadmap to get there. We're going to cover the robotic threat, registration, certification, healthcare clinics, community outreach, and finally handling the emergency call. First up, Section 1, the robotic ride-hail threat, and why you actually have a 10 to 12-year advantage. You might be wondering, won't robots just take over medical transport too? Well, the short answer is no. You have a massive 10 to 12-year advantage built on 4 rock-solid pillars. First, regulations. They strictly require humans to oversee medical transport. Second, liability. Literally, no insurance company is going to cover a robot transporting a patient during a medical crisis. Third, human needs. A robot can't help an elderly patient walk to their front door, offer a reassuring word, or make real-time safety judgments. And finally, trust. In a genuine emergency, people desperately want a human presence. So your competitive moat is completely built in. All right, moving right along to Section 2, registration, which covers months 1 through 4. Let's talk about the 2-track strategy. The absolute smartest part of this transition is this 2-track strategy. Seriously, do not quit your Uber or Lyft gig tomorrow. Taking a 30,000-foot view of this 36-month journey, you'll see exactly how you can build this new business while keeping your current income flowing. Months 1 to 4 are all about getting registered and setting up your network. Months 5 to 10 are for getting your certifications. Months 10 to 14, that's when you prep your vehicle. And then from month 14 all the way to 36, you're aggressively building your client base. I know the logistics can sound a little dense at first, but seeing it laid out like this proves it's a highly achievable, step-by-step process. So here are the immediate actions to get your dashboard set up. Step 1, register with the Godzone app as an ambassador. Step 2, go out and recruit 12 other drivers into the program from local taxi ranks. Step 3, sign up 60 local customers. Once you hit those milestones, you unlock Step 4, which is the ultimate prize, GPS priority. This is a total game changer. When an app user has an emergency within a 2-mile radius of you, your cab is the absolute first to be notified. This priority system is designed to secure you up to 16 to 18 really lucrative trips a single day. Now for Section 3, certification. This is from months 5 to 14, where we get you certified and totally prepared. This is exactly what you're working toward, the God's Own App Defensive Driving Certificate. I want you to really visualize this because it represents a completely professional credential. We aren't just talking about another gig app here. This is you stepping up and becoming a certified, trusted medical transport professional. And the best part? You don't even need to take time off work to do this. It only takes about 20 hours total. Plus, it's incredibly affordable. First aid and CPR takes about 8 to 16 hours and costs around $150 to $200. But hey, actually, if you're a black cab driver, you already have this, so you can skip that cost entirely. Defensive driving is a 4 to 8 hour online course for around $75 to $90. And the bloodborne pathogen training, that's just a quick 2 to 3 hour online course for $90. So your total investment is around $320. Honestly, that's a tiny price to pay to future-proof your entire life. Next up, you need to transform your standard car into a safe, deep-cleaned, professional medical transport vehicle. You're going to need a medical bag, fully equipped with disposable gloves, face masks, bandages, and an emergency blanket. For the vehicle itself, definitely invest in waterproof seat covers, lots of disinfectant spray, and a small step stool to help elderly patients get in and out safely. You're essentially creating a pristine, totally professional environment. Okay, let's look at Section 4, Approaching Healthcare Clinics. It's time to build your client base. With your credentials all set and your vehicle looking sharp, it's time to secure those reliable client contracts. You're going to dress professionally, walk in person into specific facilities, and introduce yourself. You really want to target dialysis centers, chemotherapy clinics, urgent care centers, nursing homes, and hospital discharge departments. These places constantly, and I mean constantly, have vulnerable patients who desperately need safe, reliable transport home. Now, I want to equip you with the exact magic words to use when you walk in. When you finally speak to that clinic manager, take a breath and deliver this exact pitch. I provide professional emergency transport for patients who can't afford ambulances. I'm first aid and CPR certified, fully insured, and available 24/7. Keep it direct, keep it professional. Your only goal here is to get just 2 to 3 facilities to start sending you regular patient referrals. Next is Section 5, Community Outreach. It's time to hit the streets and distribute some flyers. So while you're securing those clinic contracts, you also need a grassroots strategy. You're going to create some really simple flyers and hand them out at senior centers, churches, and social services agencies. Make sure to use this exact high-impact headline. Need emergency medical transport? Can't afford ambulance costs? This grabs attention instantly because it speaks to a terrifying financial reality for millions of people. Why is your service such an absolute lifesaver? It really comes down to a stark financial contrast. Think about this. For a 10-mile emergency transport, your typical cost might be $70 to $90. Compare that to a traditional ambulance cost, which can run anywhere from $400 to $1,200. When you consider the massive healthcare debts people are facing these days, coupled with the fact that ambulance response times are facing severe delays, your service isn't just a smart business, it is a vital, life-saving community service. Finally, we've reached Section 6, Handling the Emergency Call. Let's talk about live execution. You've done all the prep, you've marketed your business, and now your app pings. Let's break down the live protocol. Step 1, you need to accept that call immediately, within 3 minutes, and call the patient while you're driving to them just to offer some quick reassurance. Step 2 is absolutely crucial. Upon arrival, perform a quick 30-second assessment. Ask yourself, are they conscious? Is there severe distress, like chest pain? If it's too severe, your job is to call a 911 or a 999 ambulance immediately. Don't risk it. But if they're stable, move to Step 3. Help them to the car and secure them safely. Then Step 4, escort them into the facility and thoroughly disinfect your vehicle before taking the next call. Which brings us to our final point and, honestly, a very important question. Are you ready to build your competitive moat before self-driving cars take the wheel? There is a limited capacity for this opportunity, guys. The God's Own App program actually caps at 7,500 drivers in the UK and 75,000 in the US. The robotic wave is absolutely coming, but your secure career is waiting right now. I challenge you to start your transition today. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this empowers you to take control of your future.